Okay, starting at number 5. Sorry, Aiden. Wait, are we missing somebody besides
Josh?
Okay. Number 5. Oh, we never did this one.
I used to work.
Okay, let's go to number 6. Never mind. Let's go to number 6.
So we're skipping 5.
Given the I assigned that problem, but then we ended up not doing it. It was like the last 2 questions on one of the assignments. I don't think it's that important anyway.
What are we doing?
Number 6 is a little more important. 6, given the graph of y equals f of x shown at the right, sketch the graph of each of the following. So we need a graph paper. A is 2 times the function. What's going to happen to the graph if we do 2 times the whole function?
It can go up.
2 times taller. It's a vertical stretch.
Do you have to do it, or can we just say what it wants?
No, you have to draw it. So at -3, the value of the function is 2. So when you take that times 2, it's going to go up to 4, for example. So it should start out at -3, 4.
Can we just draw in different colors?
Yeah. How many of them are there? 4.
Can you give me that pen?
I'll get up here.
Jackson.
I'll graph the key for you.
You're going to make the answer sheet for me?
Wait, so how did you do 6A? It goes to 4?
Pinky's A.
I'm getting some more. Oh, you mean the color key.
Yeah. Two times faster or lighter? But steeper, right?
So, let's see, 2 is at -2, so it should be at -4. Right? Yeah. So it should look like this.
It's now
At 0, it's still at 0. Because 0 times 2 is still 0. So that should be your A. What happens on
colors?
Yeah. What happens on B when you do? Here, I'll label it. A. What happens on B when you do absolute value?
Doesn't it do a V? No, it just bounces up when it hits 0.
Yeah.
This
Right?
doesn't go.
Absolute value turns negative values into positive values. So what was negative right here? Well, this is not the original. You gotta look at the original. What was negative on the original is gonna bounce up and be positive. So on the left side where it already was positive, it's just gonna stay positive. So the left side looks like the original. And the right side bounces to
Negative just reflects, right? So if
yeah, it depends where you put the negative though. If you put the negative on everything, it reflects over.
So just the stuff that was positive becomes negative, or it just
The whole thing flips.
both?
Yeah, if you put a negative on the whole function, everything in the function that was positive becomes negative, everything that was negative becomes positive.
Got it.
I don't know if we should do this in one graph, it'll make a mess.
Why do you want that one?
Let's get the orange out, I never use orange.
Draw with it real quick. That's ugly.
Yeah, there's not like
You're ugly.
Not
there's
as
not
ugly as you.
like
I like it.
there's not a bright orange, it's kind of a OSU orange, isn't it?
Wait,
Or
what?
maybe Texas orange.
Even worse.
So B. What did you do on
Part over here. So
Joker.
I'm not looking at this graph, I was looking at the original graph. Where
What
it
is
went
Joker?
negative right here, it bounces up and becomes positive. everything upside down. So it was there. Yeah, I'm kind of regretting putting all this in the graph.
It's
That's
fine.
fine.
It's fine.
Okay, I need.
And what's the +2 do when it's directly on the x?
It was directly. Oh, it moves it left too.
Correct. Move it left 2. So it's like that. Like this purple one's almost like the original. Like that. Beautiful. Okay, you guys done? I went too fast. Okay.
Clear eyes.
Hmm?
Clear eyes.
Oh, we have to grab again.
What movie is that? No, it's not
It's
graphic.
a TV show. It's from Friday Night Lights.
Oh yeah.
We finished it.
I think I watched the first season way back when it was on TV.
Here's what I'll say about Friday Night Lights. It's a waste of time, but it's an entertaining waste of time.
That's like describing every
That's
movie
what-
ever.
I messed up.
But like most of the plot, most of the plot is the same thing. There's little to no character development in the characters, but the characters they have created are already so deep and intricate. Like they're really well written, but they're really consistent. They don't ever like do anything better or worse. So like you know what's gonna happen. Like you can kind of guess. So like it's
You watched All American?
Hmm?
You watched All American?
you know.
Kind of sucks after the first season.
Another football TV show.
Yes.
Number 7. The graph of the period of a periodic function y equals g of x is shown at the right. What is the fundamental period of g? How long is the period in that graph? Boys,
What do you mean?
what's the period for number 7?
Oh, what are we
4.
looking at?
4.
I don't know.
The picture to the right in number 7.
Oh, the period.
Oh,
Yes.
example 6?
4.
Wait, is it
Example
6 or
7.
Oh,
We're on
okay.
number 7.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Good job, Jackson.
I
Oh
know.
my
Wait,
gosh,
how do
I
you
said
find-
like 5 times.
How do you find the
I like how he's like 1, 2, 3. Hold on, I got this. 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, how do you find the period?
Well, how long before it starts repeating itself? You can count from different places.
Okay. 1.
Let's see if Brady can get it.
I'm kidding.
Go all the way, Brady. You can do it.
2, 3, 5. Wait, something's not adding up here. Oh. 1, 2, 3. Hold on.
Don't hurt yourself, Brady.
I don't think it
Hey,
is
just
4.
draw a triangle.
Okay.
That'll help.
1, 2, 3. Maybe. Yeah, yeah.
So one
I
way
would have said 5, but
you can look at it, Brady, is the top of the hill
yeah.
is at -2, and then how long before it gets back to the top again?
1. Four.
Okay, when you
Good job, Brady.
when you're counting 1, you don't start at the place you're counting.
Oh,
You
okay.
need to take a step over.
0.
Oh, 1. There we go.
First spot is 0. You have to take one
Okay,
step.
that
before
makes more sense. Thank you.
Why did I write it out
So
like that? I put
minimum-
1, 2.
The minimum you want.
Rachel's-
That's not right
You're
either.
using about 10% of your brain right now.
Oh yeah.
Rachel just wrote down 1, 2, 3, 4.
Little sidetracked. So gross. I like was reading it. I was like, that's not how you write the
You
answer.
remember this pencil?
Okay,
Oh,
on
is that the one that
B.
fixed up? How's it looking?
Minimum one, maximum
Need
four.
to see if it needs to be touched up.
I didn't use regular
Okay,
pencil.
what's the maximum value for the function on B?
I need some WD-40.
Or for number 7, I mean.
What's the what?
What's the maximum value of the function on number 7?
1, 2, 3, 4. Right?
4. Yes.
Good job.
I feel like we're on an episode of Dora the Explorer.
Hey, Dora the Explorer never dealt with numbers.
Wait, so that one,
In
you count the one you
Spanish.
start.
Huh?
That one you start where you count.
Okay, the function value is like up and down. It's like the y value.
Okay.
So the maximum y value is 4. What's the minimum value of the function?
1.
1.
1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, do you start at 1 and count?
The middle is at 0, so you go up 1, and then 2, and 3, and then 4.
And then a minimum is 1.
Yes. When it says function value, it's talking about the y value.
Okay.
Y and g of x are interchangeable. Number 9. Which of the two
What's
functions?
the amplitude?
Oh, whoops, you're right. I
One.
forgot that one.
2,
1.5.
3, 4.
Does it ask?
Yeah, it does. I skipped it. What's the amplitude?
Is it 4?
Wait,
1.7.
1.7.
How do you
Why
find
1.7?
Because it's technically not right in the middle.
Okay, the
Height
amplitude.
is 3, so the middle would be
It's 2.5.
1 to 4 is 3.
The amplitude is not where the middle of the graph is. It's how much it goes up and down from where the middle of the graph is. Does that make sense?
So
So
1.5.
it is 1.5.
Wait, did you say that?
Wait. How?
The middle of the graph is like at 2.5. And
But since
from,
it starts at 1.
because it goes from 1 to 4. Another way to find the amplitude is do the height of the graph. 4 minus 1 is 3. And then cut that in half.
So 1.5.
Yes.
Is that what you said?
1.5.
So it's
Good
like-
job. Good job,
You
Bethany.
guys just step out and do the way it's up.
But only one person understood it at a time, so you have to.
I understood it the first.
I
Did you?
understood it.
Yes.
Good job. Number 9. Which of the two functions, blah, 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 or blah, 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 has an inverse? Do you guys remember how we did inverses?
I
Okay.
remember. The horizontal line test.
Yes, a horizontal line test. The 3 plus x squared thingy. Oh, gosh. We'd have to graph it to do the horizontal line test.
I'm good.
No, I'm good.
I'm good.
It's pretty color green.
Listen, you have a 50% chance of getting it right.
That's true.
And if you put no and you're wrong, then it's less work.
Might be right, but no. One way, the way we found inverses, well, usually we just said yes or no based on the vertical line test, but one way to find the inverse function is to switch the x and the y and solve for y, get rid of the square root. Get y by itself. I don't know, maybe I should just try to graph it. How do I get rid of the square root? Okay, the problem is when you do the square root trig, it's actually plus or minus that.
I'm assuming it doesn't have an inverse.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Boom.
Like if I plug in x is 1
But 3 plus x does have an inverse. I know that.
or
Well, you know what? I just wrote no in the beginning and I got it right.
3 plus x would just be a line, right?
Yeah.
Like the slope is 1, goes through 3.
Whoa.
That was cool.
Oh, it's because you're zoomed in.
Helicopter.
Wow, I didn't know I could do that.
Can you make it bigger?
Not easily.
Whoa.
Not easily.
How thick can you make the line by making it bigger?
Can you make it the whole screen?
Helicopter. Cover the whole screen, you won't, please. I want to see it happen. Do it again. Do one more giant stretch like that.
Oh.
It's a green screen.
We're so easily confused.
Oh no!
Green screen, but use the eraser to.
Wait a minute. No, just draw in a different
I
color.
think you have to erase it all.
No, just draw in a different color.
Yeah, use like pink.
You could just probably hit the undo button.
Oh yeah, Christmas.
Where's
Oh,
the
yeah.
snip?
That was all in the video. We're all like, we look like we're so
I forgot what I was talking about.
we're like people who
We're on number 10.
No, we're not. We're on 90.
9A, which of them has an inverse? The 3 plus x test. Yeah, it passes a vertical line test. If you flip it, it's gonna, or a horizontal line test. And we're supposed to find a rule for the inverse. What do they mean by find a rule for the inverse? You switch the x and the y values and solve for y.
Yeah, the inverse equation.
Yes. So I get x equals y plus 3, subtract the 3, y equals x minus 3. So, I'm not even doing anything. I don't know
You
what's
just press
happening.
the back arrow.
Like, kind of broke it. What I was gonna do was say g inverse of x equals x minus 3. That's like the official way to write it.
I think you need to undo.
On B, do you remember the explanation we gave? This has been probably a week ago.
I just put the horizontal line test.
Explain why the other function does not have an inverse,
It's not a one-to-one.
not one-to-one, yeah.
Not a 1, 2.
F is not one-to-one, yeah. Like each x value only goes to one y value, and each y value only has one x value. Not one-to-one.
Number 10, last but not least.
Number 10, this was your guys' favorite.
It is the least then.
It wasn't a B.
Oh, is this a triangle?
Triangle. Triangle.
Oh, I love triangles.
Triangle.
Triangle.
Which one was B?
Brady's time to shine.
Square.
Triangle and calculus.
I love triangles.
Okay, number 10, stop eating.
I'm not eating. I was trying to grab my calculator, and I thought it was underneath my
When
thing
you
of
try-
gobstoppers.
And the food was in the way.
Yeah.
Food was in the way, so he made a pit stop.
No, I thought my calculator was under there, so I moved it because that's where my calculator's normally at. But I don't know where my calculator is now.
Okay,
Maybe it's in the gobstopper box. Maybe you should check.
okay. The area of a triangle is a function of the base and height. Express area as a function. Oh, you know, I don't think we even did one of these.
No.
Fired.
It's fired.
You can write functions as having two variables.
Helicopter.
We didn't do it, but this is actually kind of easier than the ones we did on Friday. And then how do you find the area of the triangle, guys?
Base
What?
times height
Times
times
height times.
Or 1/2 base times height, yeah, both of
Or
those.
base times height times 0.5.
Yeah, sure. Any of those are all good.
Or
You done?
yeah.
Or
I just kind of wanted to make things pause for a second. So.
Congrats. The area A of a triangle is a function of the base B at base 9. Okay, so what do they mean by A, 3, 4? They mean
Wait, what was A? Area.
this right So they mean find the area if the base is 3 and the height is 4.
Oh, that's
So we're
easy.
just plugging stuff in. 3 times 4 divided by 2 is?
6.
We'll say units squared. And then A of 6, 5. So what's 6 times 5 divided by
15 units squared.
That's common sense, Bob.
2? Draw the curve of constant area BH equals 3 in a BH plane.
That's not. Oh, that's C.
What does that mean?
Good question.
Triangle.
Well,
What does the board say?
I don't know.
Secretly worried it's not like a terrorist attack or something.
So on this last one, you can put it on the graph paper if you want to. We're supposed to use base and height for the variables. And this will be really quick. Oh crap. What base and height could we use to make the triangle have an area of 3?
2 day assignment?
No. What base and height could we use to make the area 3?
2 and 3.
2 and 3, because 2 times 3 divided by 2. So I'll put a dot at 2, 3. Also 3, 2. 6, 1, and 1, 6. So we'll call that good. So it's kind of like this. Yonk.
Wait, what are the points?
2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 6, 6, 1.
2, 3, 3, 2.
Looks like a bow and arrow.
More like a slide.
Yeah.
That's because you drew it wrong.
They say
Congrats, you survived.
Did we?